be one of the most beautiful places on earth, Tuscany, Italy. Now, the region's known for its rolling hillsides, the villas, the food, and the wine. But can I discover a region as rich as this with limited time and a limited budget? Money, money, money. Well, I'm about to find out because I've got 24 hours and $40, which is about 45 euro. Can I discover a taste of everything Tuscany's got to offer without having to bet the farmhouse? Stick around and find out. Money, money, money. Oh, look at that. You cannot do Italy without doing Tuscany, and you can't do Tuscany without driving through it. I could not wait this morning to just get up, grab a quick cappuccino, and hit the road, because this is what being in Tuscany is about. Look at this. You're going to see all of these little ruins and vineyard after vineyard. This is the Chianti Road, and this is the road to take from Siena to Florence if you want to see Tuscany in its glory. Tuscany is a region comprised of many small villages and towns. Everywhere you turn here, you're going to see rolling hills, terraced farmlands, and stone buildings that inspired so many great masters. The food's an inspiration as well. Tuscan cuisine draws heavily from the olives, mushrooms, grains, beans, and meat produced in these hills. Meals are fresh and simply prepared. An inexpensive way to taste the true cucina toscana is to visit one of the small country farmhouses where the food is grown and raised just a few meters from where it's served. I got a tip from my hotel front desk that said there's an incredible restaurant for lunch in the walled city of Monteriggioni. I scribbled it onto my journal so I wouldn't forget. Look up on the mountain there. Oh, that's one of those little walled villages. You see them all throughout Tuscany. They're these little medieval towns. You park outside, you climb up inside it. They're all 12th, 13th century. Amazing. I can't wait to get inside one. Wow. This is amazing. Called Monteriggioni, this village was built in the 13th century to protect the people of nearby Siena from the Florentines. Today, the village has a population of about 60. This well, it's very famous. Il Pozzo is what they call this, and this is the well that Dante wrote about in the Divine Comedy, which makes it a divine well. The well, or Il Pozzo, is also the name of a restaurant housed in an old stable across the way. Owners Vittore and Lucia serve traditional Tuscan fare from produce grown right on their neighboring farm. Meats and cheeses come only from the surrounding area. There's no better place to taste true Tuscan food. And the price is right, too. Vittore and Lucia keep prices low to ensure the tourists will make the trip to this out-of-the-way village. How wonderful this looks! Everything at Il Pozzo is made from scratch, even the desserts and pastas. One of the specialties is a dish called pappardelle al cigale, or ribbon macaroni with wild boar sauce. Lucia lets me observe as she makes the pasta. Pappardelle is going to be like wide fettuccine, and it's an egg pasta. It's going to be delicious. This is a reason to make your own homemade pasta. Isn't it fun? I mean, it looks like play school. It looks like Play-Doh. Gotta roll it out, and no machine here. This is the machine. See? Okay. There. It's made with a lot of work, a lot of love. So this is it's rolled up, and when it cooks, becomes ribbons, little wide egg ribbons of fresh pasta. It's like a fat fettuccine. It's like a fettuccine with an attitude. There, beautiful. See? Macaroni. Complimenti, Lucia. Beautiful.
Grazie, grazie.
I'm gonna go look outside. I'll leave you.
Grazie.
Grazie mille.
Grazie a te,
Ciao.
grazie, ciao.
As Lucia gets the rest of my meal ready, I take a look around the old farmhouse with Vittore's daughter, Francesca. We begin with the ancient wine cellar.
E qua c'è il passaggio che portava al di fuori delle mura, della cinta muraria.
This used to be a passageway to go out the city. Used during times of battle to flee the town, the escape route is now closed. But the surrounding cellar makes a great place to store wine.
Questo era un granaio.
Back upstairs, Francesca shows me several dining rooms in the area that used to be the granary and stables. Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, my fresh pasta is drained and added to the sauce. I can't wait to taste it.
For you.
Grazie mille, Francesca. Grazie. Oh, it smells wonderful. You know, the sauce is made with boar, and that may sound a little exotic for you, but let me tell you, it's going to taste just like meat sauce, and here in Tuscany, every single place serves it. It's one of the specialties. And my wallet especially likes the price. The pasta was just over €7, equal to $6.54 US. And because the tax and tip are included on your bill here, what you see is what you pay. Since the cappuccino I had for breakfast was free with my hotel room, that leaves over $33 to get me through the rest of my day in Tuscany. Wonderful, beyond words.
Drink wine, live longer.
Coming up, some tips on how to keep the wine flowing at an Italian wine tasting. I'm half Sicilian.
Yeah.
How much wine can I sample without my budget going belly up?
You have to be careful with the Sicilians.
Stay tuned.
Every Friday night, get 2 episodes of $40 a day.
I can't believe it.
That's like getting 6 unbelievable meals for just $80, all in 1 hour.
Wow, that's a feast.
And now you'll visit 2.
Wine tasting is a great value. You get to sample many wines at a bargain price and only buy the ones you like. The Tuscan countryside boasts some of the most dazzling landscapes in Europe. One of the most beautiful areas is here in the Chianti region, where Italy's best-known wine comes from. Chianti is the oldest grape-growing and wine-producing area in the world. The region's fertile fields and mild climate have conspired to create seemingly endless rows of the prized Sangiovese grapevine, one of the varieties used in the making of Chianti Classico. Lush hillsides are also dotted with ancient farms and medieval castles, many of which have been converted to wineries. Perched high on a hilltop, the castle of Verrazzano was originally an Etruscan settlement. It fell into Roman hands and then became the property of the Verrazzano family in the 7th century. The winemaking tradition here dates back to the year 1170. This place is spectacular. I found the Castello in one of my many guidebooks, and it says it's a great place to stop for a wine tasting or lunch or a snack. But you know, once you get here, before you even take a sip of wine, it's worth it. The view is unbelievable. Oh, look at that shot. With its gardens, fountains, and stunning views of the countryside, Castello di Verrazzano is the perfect place to let the wonders of Tuscany sink in. And the vineyard welcomes tourists for wine tasting.
Bevi vino, vivi a lungo. Drink wine, live longer.
Tasting here is a great way to learn about and sample the bounty of the Chianti region. And it includes a souvenir wine glass in its own bag.
We're going to try first the original Chianti. 2 red and 2 white grapes blended together, coming from the original way to get Chianti. All the grapes of the vineyards collected together. This was the wine to drink.
Our host, Gino Rossi, clearly loves wine. And he quickly discerns that I do too. I'm half Sicilian.
Yeah. Oh. That makes... Hey.
My mother.
You know about Sicilians. You have to be careful with the Sicilians.
And my grumbling tummy is happy to learn that wine won't be the only thing we taste.
I'd like to provide you the idea of tasting the wine the way we taste, which is always sit around the table with something to eat.
I like the sound of that. But first, Gino takes us out into the sunlight so we can get a good look at the color of the wine.
It's a pale red, but kind of brilliant. Try to remember this color and compare it with the next 3 wines that we're going to serve to you.
After explaining the importance of swirling and sniffing the wine, Gino demonstrates his extremely complex method of tasting the wine.
Okay, at this point, look carefully what I'm doing.
Bravo!
Beautiful. Full, complete pleasure. Don't forget, the wine is even better when you eat something with it. So try this and then run and have some wild boar salami that is on the table. Prego.
Ooh la 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 la. After tasting several different wines, I begin to understand the qualities of a good Chianti. And the wild boar salami and prosciutto are hearty snacks that should hold me over until dinner. No need to eat here in the restaurant, even though it looks fabulous.
That one, the 99 with the silk label?
But I can't resist stopping by the wine shop to pick up a bottle for my mom.
What a wonderful time I've had here. Gino was a riot, and I thought I knew something about wine tasting, but he really did teach me a thing or two. And these little bags, forget about it. This is going to replace my purse. I can taste wine wherever I go now. And Mama, she's going to love this choice. It's Gino's favorite, and I think it's going to be her favorite, too.
And if she doesn't like it, it won't go to waste, because I've tasted it, and I know I love it. The wine tasting was great for my budget, too. All the wine and food cost only a little over $14. Between this snack and the pasta I had for lunch at Il Pozzo, I've only spent about $21. How far will my $21 take me in the beautiful city of Siena?
Let's check out what the prices are like.
Will this Tuscan duck set my budget afoul? Find out when we return.
Ah, grazie.
This Food Network program brought to you by Target.
This isn't just an ordinary school, it's for certain people who need help.
Our children here at Pappas are homeless. Some of them sleep in their cars, some are in shelters.
And I guess I needed to have some help.
Target is part of the Pappas family because they continually give to these children.
They know they're going to be loved, fed, clothed, the works.
This school means to these children a future.
They gave me a shot at life, and I really appreciate it.
On an all-new Food Network series, 8 finalists compete in the kitchen and in the spotlight for their very own show. But in the end, your votes decide who will be the next Food Network star. Sunday nights at 9 on Food Network. Brought to you by Nexium. Talk to your doctors about prescription Nexium.
Finally, a compact SUV that's big on style, the Mercury Mariner. A great-looking alternative to Toyota RAV4 or Honda CR-V. Outside, a distinctive look that'll never get lost in the parking lot. You know, on the highway, it gets up to 26 miles per gallon. And Mariner is Consumers Digest Best Buy. The extremely well-equipped Mariner starts at $19,540. Fit your life, fit your budget. That's keeping it simple.
First, Benefiber revolutionized fiber by making it clear and tasteless. Now they've made it even easier to take by putting it in caplets. New Benefiber caplets. What will they do next? Benefiber makes taking fiber
If you get an HD TV without Comcast, you may find that something's missing. Like some of your favorite local broadcast networks in HD, including some of the most popular primetime shows. With Comcast, you get the full high-definition experience. TV is now on your terms.
By mid-afternoon on my day-long journey through Tuscany, I begin to notice the reddish color of the earth, which lets me know I'm getting close to Siena. Set on 3 hills, this walled city is one of the most perfectly preserved medieval towns in Tuscany. Siena flourished in the 13th and 14th centuries with an economy built on banking and commerce. During that era, the Sienese people built some of the most magnificent Gothic structures in Italy.
Look at this. Oh.
The Grand Duomo is decorated with marble inside and out.
Amazing.
The university in Siena dates back to the year 1240. And this building, dating back to the 12th century, was thought to be the world's first bank. The steep and winding cobblestone streets look the same as they did in the Middle Ages, although today, they're home to a lot of pottery stores.
Oh, wow. Oh, you know, I've been all over and I have never seen this quality. Unbelievable. Made by hand, of course.
After a little shopping, I decide to check out Siena's famous city center. Everyone seems to gravitate to this spot.
Okay, so this massive section here, this is called Piazza del Campo, and this is where they have the Palio. That's this crazy bareback horse race where they just race around this big opening here, and everybody stands in the middle and cheers. It's insane during that. I'm kind of glad we're not here then.
With its soaring bell tower, the Gothic Palazzo Pubblico, or Town Hall, dominates the fan-shaped piazza. Once the backdrop for bullfights, executions, and public demonstrations, Il Campo is now a place where locals and tourists alike come to relax and eat.
Let's check out what the prices are like. Not too scary.
But knowing I might find something even less expensive for dinner, away from the touristy areas, I ask a local who directs me to a nearby place I never would have found on my own. Just off the beaten path, Antica Trattoria Papai is located on the ground floor of the medieval palace. Antica means ancient, and while Papai has only been around for 50 years, that's forever in the restaurant business. The family-owned trattoria attracts young locals with traditional Sienese dishes and low prices.
Buonasera.
Buonasera.
Prego.
Vorrei un'altra alla domenica.
Sì, benissimo.
Ok. Insalata mista.
Sì.
And acqua naturale.
Perfetto.
Ok.
Benissimo.
Grazie. Okay, so I think I ordered duck, and it's done in their style, and I ordered some mineral water and a little mixed salad.
The chef, Roberto Papai, starts by chopping old standbys, parsley, onion, and celery. Next, he adds chopped duck gizzards, followed by sage, rosemary, red pepper, and garlic. Now we're getting somewhere. Roberto then drenches everything in extra virgin olive oil and slides a freshly buttered duck into the mix. Once the duck has browned, he pours in some Chianti and adds tomato paste and water. A healthy dose of simmering transforms the duck into a Tuscan masterpiece.
Ah, grazie. Oh, it's beautiful, thank you. You know, I don't order duck out too often because it can be a little rich, but this looks just perfect. fantastic. You know what I like best about Tuscan food is that it's very simple. They keep the recipes very, very simple. Few ingredients. You can really taste the flavor of what it is you're eating, you know? This isn't all covered up with sauce. You can really appreciate the duck, and it's done perfectly. Compliment.
Here in Tuscany, simple food prepared with fresh ingredients is easy on the budget, if you know where to look. The duck, mineral water, and fresh green salad came to about $12.50, which brings my total for the day to $33.31.
Crazy cool.
Coming up, I venture into one of Siena's priciest and most elegant restaurants with less than $7 in my pocket. Will I get the boot for the best dessert in Tuscany?
The dolce salamanca, okay?
Find out when we return.
This food...
Before you leave home, check out Food and Travel website. With a little research, you can find restaurant reviews for just about any place you want to go. As the sun begins to set over Siena, the Piazza del Campo is still full of activity. People will continue to congregate here well into the night.
Que bella luna.
I soak up the beautiful surroundings and stroll around as my last $7 whispers sweetly, dessert, dessert.
So I'm always saying, take time to do a little research before you travel.
For once, I remembered to bring the research with me. The place I want to try for dessert, I found it on the internet. Sounds great.
Osteria da Divo is consistently praised for its impeccable service, outstanding food, and one-of-a-kind setting.
Look at this place. Crazy cool.
The main dining room is designed in the Gothic Sienese style. Even more intriguing and just as elegant are the grotto-like rooms downstairs that were excavated by the Etruscans more than 2,000 years ago.
Buonasera,
Buonasera. Dessert? It's okay then to just have dessert. The dolce salamanca, it's okay?
Oh, it's no problem.
Okay. What's the specialty?
It's pure cakes. It's recommended
Pure
for
cake.
chef.
Oh, this one, the pear tart?
It's this.
Oh, with persimmons. I love them. Yeah, sounds delicious. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Madam.
Pear tart does not begin to suggest the complexities of the dessert I ordered. Let's just say there were more than 20 steps, and it takes 2 pastry chefs to make it. The presentation alone involved sculpting a delicate caramel cage and some painstaking structural work. This is definitely a departure from the usual simple Tuscan fare, but at such a special restaurant, a special dessert seems fitting.
This is really
Fantastic. Thank you. Grazie. Okay, here we go. Wow. I'm so happy I can't even tell you. This is fantastic. Oh, look at that. There's a sage leaf in there. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's savory. It's insanely good.
But sheer sanity when it comes to my budget. The pear tart is only $6.57 US, and remember, in Italy, tax and tip are included. What a perfect end to a perfect day.
Well, I'm almost out of time and money here in Tuscany, and that makes me very sad because the robust and rustic wines and foods combined with these medieval walled cities, well, it's just been magic. But you know what? I've got memories that are going to last me a lifetime. I'm Rachael Ray. Please join me next time when we discover the flavor of a whole new city on just $40 a day. Buonanotte.
For more information about this episode or to share your bargain dining tips, please log on to our website at foodtv.com.